Hi, first graders. We are back for more adding this week. You are getting so good at it, and we're gonna keep practicing for the next couple of days, and then we will start reviewing for our assessment, the end of the module assessment. So, if you are still getting better at it, then that's great. We're gonna keep practicing. If you feel like you got it, then that's great. You're going to get maybe faster at it this week. Okay? Now, faster doesn't always mean we're rushing, though, remember. However, today we have a focus. Okay? We have been focusing on using strategies like the number bond strategy and the quick draw strategy. But we're also going to add in another focus today. It's not a new strategy, but it is a focus. So I want you to pay attention to this as we're learning today. I can make a new 10 when adding numbers. So when we add two numbers, we're going to get better today at recognizing if we have a bunch of ones, too many ones, that we can make a new 10 with. Okay? And we're going to practice continuing to recognize when we make a new 10 and making sure that that new 10 gets added into our answer. Okay? So, focus is making a new 10 today, first graders. That's your goal, is to show your teacher that you can do that and still add two numbers. I have my math book with me. The lesson 27 problem set is where we are going to work today, as well as on our whiteboards a little bit too. So grab your whiteboard, grab your math workbook with a pencil, pause if you need to grab it, and then we will go ahead and get started when you push play. Now, grab that whiteboard and your dry erase marker first. If you don't have a whiteboard, you're using paper and pencil. All right, we're going to start with a number sentence here. 15 plus 17. Go ahead and write that on your board with me. Now remember, if you like using those number bond strategies where you pull out 10 and you add your quick 10 and then you add what's left of your number bond, you can still use that strategy. Today we're going to look a little bit more at the drawing part, the quick draw, and recognizing those new times when we make a 10. Okay? So, go ahead and practice this with me. We're going to add 15 and 17 together. So the first thing in my picture I'm going to want to do is draw my 15. 15 has 1 10, 5 ones. Make sure your ones are nice circles, not teeny tiny dots. Teeny tiny dots are too tough to look at, to read, to fix. You can easily miscount them. Make them full circles, please. Okay. Now, if I look at the number 17, I know 17 has 1 10 and 7 ones. Okay? Look at it this way now. If we have, in our picture, we see 2 10s, right? But we cannot assume automatically that our answer is just going to be 2 10s. So start trying to train your brain to look at those ones first to make sure that you don't need to make a new 10. Now, if we look at these ones, 5 ones and 7 ones. If I have 5 ones and 7 ones, well, gee, I think I'm going to have more than 10 there, aren't I? What is 5 plus 7? Oh boy. 5 plus 7 is 12, isn't it? So we have more than 10 ones here. We're going to bundle them up so that we make a new 10. Okay? If we make a new 10, now we have to include that 10 in our answer. Okay, I just quick circled my 2 rows of 5, and I still do have some ones left out here though, so I can't forget about those either. So, we have a 10 we circled, and we have some 10s that we already had. So let's count those up. Now we have 1, 2, 3 10s, and how many ones? 2 ones. Now, I understand this circle them up looks a little bit awkward, maybe a little hard to count. So I'll show you another way we can draw those pictures as well. Maybe so your ones are closer together. Okay? Let's try another one. Go ahead and erase your board. Should have had the answer 3 10s 2 there, which is 32. Alright, what if we try 19 plus 16 equals? Go ahead and write that on your board. Here's another way that you can do your quick drawing. Okay? So I'm still going to look at the numbers one at a time. I'm going to draw my 19 first. So 1, 10, 9 ones. So I'm going to put 1 10 over here. I'm going to leave some space and I'm going to do 9 ones. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? Then I have 16. Now, if this way works for you, great. If the other way where we bundled the last time we did it worked for you, you can stick with that too. But I still need to add in my other number, which is 16. 1 10, so I'm going to actually put it by this other 10, and 6 ones. I'm going to use X's, okay, to show my 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And look, see what I did here? Circle it up. It's a new 10. Then it's just one nice circle if that's easier for your eyeballs. Okay? Now you see 1, 2, 3 10s, right? 10, 20, 30 here. And some ones still left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 19 plus 16 is 35. Okay? Awesome. Go ahead and erase that board now, and we'll try some in our math workbook. There are lots of problems in our math workbook today, first graders. We will not do them all. We will do some of them together, and then as always, the rest are for you to practice if you need some extra practice, or you have some spare time, and that's what you enjoy doing is adding. Okay? Lots of friends like to just do math for fun. Maybe that's you, maybe that's not. Now, even though we practice those pictures there, remember we always have that number bond strategy still here if you'd like. Let's do one that where you can review the number bond strategy on. Okay? I'm going to just do letter A. You can do it with me. Review that number bond strategy if you want, or you are also welcome to do the picture. Okay? So we have 19 plus 12. All right. I'm going to break 12 up into my 10 and 2. Okay. I'm going to take my 19. I'm going to add my friendly 10. If I add 1 10 to 19, then I'm going to have 2 10s and 9 ones, 29. Take my 29, and I'm going to add what's left of my number bond here, 2. 29 plus 2, 29, 30, 31. That is my answer if you're using the number bond strategy. Okay? If you drew a picture, you should still get the answer 31. Okay? Next we have 18. Okay, 18 plus 12. I'll go ahead and go back to the picture strategy this time. All right. Start with 18. 1 10 and how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got it. And then we need 12. 1 10, 2 ones. Ooh, 8 ones and 2 ones. I know something about 8. 8 and 2. What do they make? 8 and 2. They're going to give us a friendly 10, aren't they? Okay, so now I don't see any ones. We have 0 ones. And we have 1, 2, 3 10s. What's the value of 3 10s? 3 10s, 0 ones makes the number 30. Awesome. Okay, for letter C, I'm going to review the other way we've also learned the number bond strategy, where we practice making our next 10. where you take a look at your numbers and you ask yourself, okay, which number is closest to 10 or to a 0 number, which is, so either 9 ones or 3 ones. Which one's closer to 10? Yeah, my 19 is super close to 10. 9 ones, I only need one more to make 20, right? So I'm going to take 1 out of here. 19 plus 1 equals 20. If I took 1 out of 13, take 1 away, that gives me 12. Okay, then I'm going to take my 20 and add what's left, which is my 12 here. 20 plus 12, ooh. Well, 0 ones and 2 ones gives me 2 ones. 2 tens and 1 10 gives me 3 tens. 32 is my answer. So, many ways you can do this. Okay, many ways you can do this. Go ahead, let's try letter D. I want you to take a minute to try it on your own, and then we will review the answer. Alright, for letter D, I'm going to go back to my picture strategy here. I'm going to start with 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to add in 14. 1, 10. And I'm going to use X's this time. 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. Okay, it's easy for me to see how many I need to finish that 10 when I do rows of 5. Okay, and then I put my extras over here. So, did we make a new 10? Oh yes, I see 2 nice neat rows of 5 here. I'm going to circle them up. Okay, let's count up our total. Starting with tens. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. Awesome. Let's do one more together. Letter E, 17 plus 14. 17 plus 14. Keep going. Find me the answer to 17 plus 14. And remember, our focus is making a new 10 today, so pay attention if you have to circle anything up. All right. Now you may have used a number bond strategy. Whatever strategy you used, you should still get the same answer as me as we check. So check your work as we go. If I have 17, I'm going to start with 1 10 and 7 ones. Okay? I need to add 14 more. Well, I did 14 over here, I remember. That's 1 10 and 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. Aha! I did make a new 10. Whoop. 10, 20, 30, and one more is 31 should be your answer. Okay? 31 should be your answer, whether you used a number bond, whether you drew a picture, whether you made your next 10 with a number bond, or maybe you added the friendly 10 with your number bond. There's so many ways to get these answers, first graders, but please, 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 just try to stick to one that makes sense to you. Okay? Now, you have 1, 2, 3, and a whole other page of problems that you can do. You can always copy them onto your whiteboard and practice. If you want more practice, you can do it right in your workbook. But what you will need to submit in Seesaw is this page, your exit ticket. Okay, so make sure you're on the lesson 27 exit ticket. You can solve right on your workbook and take a picture on Seesaw, or I will post these exact problems in Seesaw and you can do them on your iPad for that. Okay? Thank you for all your hard work. We are so close to becoming masters at adding. So today, show your teacher that you did your best to learn how to make a 10 when you're adding.